We haven't done anything in a couple months, so really haven't had a whole lot to do. I'll read this poem to you. I'm having the camera and everything may be off because I can't see myself. The glass is cracked, and all it shows is a fog. I could probably do it that way. You can still see me, just not as clear. And depending on how this one turns out after I post it, I may do it that way anyway. It's called The Guy in the Glass, written in 1934. When you get what you want in your struggle for wealth, the world makes you king for a day. Alright, excuse me, let's start all over. When you get what you want in your struggle for wealth and the world makes you king for a day, you go to the mirror and look at yourself and see what that man has to say. For it isn't your father or mother or wife whose judgment on you must pass. The fella whose verdict counts most in your life, it's the one staring back from the glass. Some people may think you're a straight shooting chum and call you a wonderful guy. But the man in the glass says you're only a bum if you can't look him straight in the eye. He's the fellow to please, never mind all the rest, for he's with you clear up to the end, and you have passed your most difficult test, if the man in the glass is your friend. You may fool the whole world down the pathway of life, and get pats on the back as you pass. But your final reward will be heartaches and tears if you have cheated the man in the glass. Shakespeare said the same thing in fewer words. To thine own self be true. I probably have said this many times over. How can we expect people to be honest with us if we can't be honest with ourselves first? If we can't be honest with ourselves first, we can't be honest with strangers. If we can't be honest with ourselves first, we can't be honest with the closest people around us. If we can't be honest with them, how can we expect to be honest with a stranger? Yeah, I kind of said that. I kind of have said that twice. I wanted to make some very clear points. I tell people a lot of times when they tell me stuff that I know is not being honest, or they don't want to admit the honesty of things. Who are you trying to convince, me or yourself? Because I ain't mine. because I know better. And usually I get negative uh, feedback from that, and that's fine because that tells me that you're admitting that that's the truth. Yeah, in times in life, you're trying to convince others of your dishonesty. You're trying to convince them that it is honest when it's really not. Most people can't even be honest with themselves, much less be honest with their family or a stranger. Most people have been taught to try to hide and cover everything. Why? Knowing good and well, you've also been taught that the truth eventually does find its way out. The truth eventually comes out in the open. It's more tiring and more work to tell 50 lies to cover up the first one. Then what it then why not just tell the truth? Because eventually God will reveal your dishonesty to the world. And don't say God had you do it. God's not going to have you tell a lie. Not even for yourself. Being a thief or a liar is never a good thing. Not even a white lie is a white lie. There's no such thing as a white lie. Okay? That's just an excuse people tell so they can tell a lie. Makes them feel a little bit less convicted of that lie. They're trying to help their soul with getting along with telling a lie. You're doing nothing but hurting yourself and those you're telling the lie to. Because once they find out, you can't be trusted. And then you lose those ties. You lose those connections. I mean, stop and think about it. Would you want to be involved with a liar? Would you want to have anything to do with someone that you can't trust? No one does. No one wants anything to do with anybody in their life that they can't trust. Well, if it's just in passing or someone close. Well, if it's someone they know or someone they just met. But, you know, God knew a long time ago. It's hard for most of us to be told anything. What do you think we can tell God? Good luck. He's the Alpha and the Omega, not you. Like Bill Cosby told his kids one day, he said this on his stand-up on the one titled Bill Cosby Himself. Parents told him one day, I brought you in this world, I can take you right back out, make another one just like you. Sounds like something God might say, wouldn't it? If you're going to argue with Him. Argue with God. Good luck. Have mercy on your soul for doing so. Just like earlier, we were going to the store. Came up to this intersection with a stop sign. This guy in his pickup's coming our way. And I went to pull forward to make my turn, and I seen him flying down the road. So I had to stop and wait, because I didn't see a turn signal or nothing. He makes the turn, looks right over at me. I look at him and throw my hand up, like, where's your signal? I mean, decides he wanted to communicate back in a different way. Reaches out his window, flips me off up in the air. So as I was pulling forward, I see him do that. So I stop. I roll down my window and I flip him back off, seeing if he was gonna come to a stop, maybe turn around or get out of his truck. No. Point to it is, quit being stubborn and hard-headed. No, he wasn't distracted driving. He just didn't care. When are we going to start caring about anything in life? When are we going to start caring about others in life? I'm sick of it. I'm sick of everyone else's attitudes. But I can't do nothing but laugh about it. I can't do nothing but laugh about the stupidity. I can't change you. Never intended to. But maybe that was a coffee pot going off. Maybe, just maybe, I can wake you up and then let you decide for yourself. Anybody can be red-pilled if they want to. Most people want to stay in their little corner. They want to stay in their little bubble. They don't want to know the truth. It scares them. The only real mental health problems that we have in this country are the people the people that've come back from the military, that really saw some really horrible stuff. Maybe some really harsh domestic violence cases. Maybe. All the rest of the people using mental health as their excuse why they don't do for themselves, why they don't work, why they don't take care of themselves. It's an excuse. Instead of asking for a handout, how about asking for a hand up and meet in the middle? Take responsibility for yourself. Make your own way. Don't expect everybody around you to take responsibility for you. Grow up. Man up or woman up. Quit blaming white males, quit blaming white privilege for everything, because that doesn't even exist. It's you don't have you don't have anything because you don't try. You expect it to be given to you. Nothing's owed to you except for the breath you breathe, really. And God gave that to you. Nothing in life is owed to you. We lost that privilege in the Garden of Eden, when Eve, a woman, disobeyed a direct order by God, just like we do every day. Because Adam wasn't the leader of the home like he was supposed to be, and went off doing whatever he was doing, and then came back. He left the woman alone. She disobeyed God, and then she got Adam to disobey God. If you don't believe me, go read it in Genesis. And then Adam, well, first Eve, when she was pointed out, blamed Satan for her decision. And then God asked Adam the same question about it. Adam blamed God for giving him Eve, for the choice he made. Because even back then, man had trouble letting the woman try to take control of the household. Because she convinced Adam to do it, and Adam went along with it, instead of being the man and saying no, and saying this was wrong. Technically, they were both in the wrong for everything. Technically, they're both the reason why we go through what we go through in life. We would have had it so much easier if them two just had listened. But Satan got to the man through the woman. Satan got to the man through the woman. Because he knew at the time man was too easy to be persuaded by a female. Because what does a female have to offer to a man? Gets us in trouble every time, boys. We want me to tell you, we allow ourselves to get in trouble all the time by women. Why? Because of that one thing that they have between their legs. And when it's been a while for us, guess what? When it's been a while for them, guess what? And then some of you get into trouble by it, and it costs you 18 years worth of your income. Some of us just don't want to wake up. Stay in your bubble then. Stay in your pathetic bubble. Your pathetic mental bubble. I mean, how's that working out for you? Good luck with your future. I don't know. I don't know about you guys anymore. The only thing I can do is keep trying to help you. But you gotta want the help. I can't make you. The economy's probably the worst it's ever been in quite a long time. That will be fixed. Trump will be back. The plan's almost at the end. Not going to tell you what the plan involved or involves. Well, then I'd ruin the movie. You guys like drama too much to not want to see the movie. Anyway, I guess that's enough for now. I'll try to do something else soon. I haven't went over how I got my CDL. We're still doing the business, by the way. Things are a little slow right this second. And we're still offering people opportunities to join us. Please, though, have a job if you do. Nothing has nothing to do with investing in it. We don't need investors, but this is a 2 to 5 year plan. It takes at least 2 to 5 years for you to finally start seeing some decent results based on your level of work. We're not here to be your primary stream of income until you get it built up enough, if that's what you choose to do. Not everybody does that. Some people just do it for some extra money, extra monthly cash. That's it. Some people do it because they want to make it full time, or it just becomes full time, and that's fine. Everybody has their reason or rhyme why they get into this. But to start with, you should already have a primary source of income coming in. That's why we ask you, do you need it? Are you looking for an extra stream of income, not a primary? We're not giving jobs. This ain't about a position. Okay, this isn't about being an employer to you. We're not looking for employees. We're looking for potential partners that have some smarts. I mean, we'll help you, but we're not going to hold your hand totally. You got to help yourself too. But anyway, talked enough. It's been a couple months. I will try not to go that long again in between videos. Just please bear with me. Um, in the meantime, take care of yourselves. It's supposed to rain again starting in the middle of this week. Another thing is the kids have been off from school too, and it's kind of hard for me to do videos while they're here. They're back in school now. I mean, they're home today because it's Sunday, August 11th. So they'll go back to school tomorrow. They started back last Thursday. Walker County did. I'm sure a lot of the other counties did too. Maybe I'll find some time, maybe do something towards the end of the week on a video. I don't know how centered this video is on me right now because I can't look at it. My wife told me a little bit ago that it was, as good as it could get or close enough. So if all you hear is my voice, which I hope you did hear my voice, with all the background noise that kept, going off like the air conditioner or whatever, I did the best I could with what I have available to me right now, unless I go live with it. I don't have any kind of software to do any recording, and I don't intend on getting any software to do any. I don't think I got any software to do any recording. I'll have to look into that. If I can do it that way, that would help out tremendously right this second, because I'm not going to buy another phone right now. Not just because of a cracked screen. And it ain't worth fixing anyway. I'd be better off buying another phone than having this one fixed. I'm not going to buy any software to do any kind of video editing. As you've already seen through all my previous videos, nothing's ever edited. It's always straightforward. It's always straight cut. It's always as is, because I don't believe on putting on a show. I don't believe in it. But anyway, thank you guys. Talk to you later. Take care.